Welcome to the AveriSource Use Case video series. This video covers application onboarding and knowledge transfer. Today we'll overview using the AveriSource platform to analyze your mainframe and mid-range applications for accelerated onboarding and knowledge transfer. In most cases, those doing the analysis would be new developers or contractors or newly assigned outsourcing resources taking on the application, or a vendor conducting an application outsourcing assessment. They would use the AveriSource platform to gain the critical insights and functionality from the current system and plan what components or functions need modification or repair. To execute this process, we'll use the AveriSource platform, including Analyze to help reduce technical debt and validate business rules, Discover to understand the application architecture, data access patterns, and data element usage, Inventory to determine missing and unreferenced items and the use of platform utilities and third-party products, and Scan to qualify and count content and size of the portfolio. As noted in prior videos, Scan is our free pre-project portfolio assessment product. Clients and service providers run this for project planning and staffing determination. Application onboarding is about understanding the application landscape and architecture. To accomplish this, you need to identify the application content and sizing, platform utilities and third-party products in use and where, and what types of databases or files and how many. To determine what you have, you use these tools: the inventory summary, received, missing, and unreferenced reports on data lineage, operations or CRUD activities, record layouts, and access patterns and references. AveriSource Inventory identifies not just missing or unreferenced items, but also platform utilities and third-party products that may need removal or replacement, showing where they're referenced down to the line of code for content analysis. Discovered data lineage views enable understanding references from the data perspective, showing data operations and cross-reference, and data structures and record layouts showing data elements, element types, and whether they're referenced in the program. Understanding these references and usage patterns can help accelerate maintenance. The data source usage and data source files map views show components referencing the data sources in question. Application understanding use cases include the next step in onboarding, if a current employee or contractor is taking over the application, conducting normal maintenance, or troubleshooting an issue. In these cases, you need to identify the flow and connections through jobs, transactions, or programs, their dependencies, I/O operations, and what data elements or variables are in play. To do that, you'll use call chain diagrams, reference or dependency reports, data dictionary, high-level overviews, and various flowcharts. AveriSource Discover provides application overviews in the form of call chain diagrams showing the flow of executed modules, the utilities and files referenced in a copybooks or imported code. The dependency views allow you to select priority components and generate a cross-reference report for the dependencies of those components. Typically, maintenance tasks are related to data elements, updating calculations, expanding fields, or manipulating the data, for instance. Using the Discover Data Dictionary, you can select definitions or references and filter by the variable names you're seeking. This provides a list of the components referencing that element, and then you can view the statements referenced and determine if change is warranted. Responsibility segregation or role-based transfer basically means you've been assigned a payroll application, or maybe just the weekly payroll run jobs, for instance. Or maybe you're the part of the system support team responsible for the data files and need to know what jobs relate to your responsibility. For these, you may need to identify what components belong to what application or business function. What files do your programs reference and modify? What programs reference or modify your files? What data elements or variables are referenced or modified, as we've looked at. The tools to accelerate this would be process identification or component mapping, call chains, clusters, dependencies, data lineage, business rule analysis in and across programs, called chaining, and sequence diagrams. We'll start with the process identification. When we first parse the code, we index the components and assign generic process descriptions. You can download the template, update the descriptions with business functions, applications, support groups, project priorities, or any identifier that helps with process, teams, or relevant segregation. This helps identify components related to certain applications and enables faster response for maintenance tasks. If the application SMEs aren't available or don't exist, you can use the clusters view to have components identified by online and batch and sized by lines of code, connections, or complexity. Clicking on a component box shows the metrics for that component. To see a component's connections, the connections view enables you to filter by the selected component to see its list of connections. This report shows the connected component children, their component type, and connection type. Flowcharts enable application flow understanding with drill down into routines and down to the line of code for contextual analysis. Analyze enables you to identify and validate 12 types of business rules by identifiers like logical file names or variables, data sources or structures, and provide rules analysis within programs. The business rules view enables rule candidate analysis on variables, data sources, and data structures, identifying rule sets or the statements that must execute as true to get to the candidate statement being analyzed. We not only identify rules within programs, but across programs called rule chaining, such as within a job stream or call chain. The analyzed sequence diagram shows interactions across components and data sets and helps understanding of activity flow. As you can see, the AveriSource platform accelerates application onboarding and knowledge transfer. So, why not start today for free with AveriSource Scan? Contact sales at AveriSource for a demo or proof of concept in your environment. Thanks for your time. Join us for other use case videos in this series on our YouTube channel.